Good morning, Foxes. I hope you're having a great day. Today's guide is a 1-99 full-ass Slayer guide, Simplified. As you all know, Slayer has many components to it, though it's a simple concept. So I'll do my best to keep it simple. Let's jump in. I just want to give a quick thanks to all you guys, my lovely Foxes, who have supported me for my first year on YouTube, and hopefully many more. We just reached over 2,000 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Training Slayer is simple. You go to a Slayer Master that's level appropriate for you, they'll give you a task, and once you complete that task, then they'll give you XP and a specified number of points depending on the Slayer Master. I'm going to break the guide up into 5 categories where I'll touch briefly as an overview on each section. Quests, Slayer Masters, Slayer Equipment, Slayer Monsters including boss variants, and then Slayer Points and Rewards. Quests. There are 11 quests that grant Slayer XP, with only 2 having relatively higher requirements, granting a total of 101,384 XP. If you're already planning on doing quests, these might be one of the ones you want to get out of the way to help get past your early Slayer levels. Slayer Masters. There are 9 Slayer Masters that you can go to as you increase your combat level. They'll grant you tasks consisting of a number of certain type of monsters to go kill, and will reward you points per task completed based off who you took the task from. You must complete 5 tasks before any Slayer Master will reward you with points. Turiel is located in Berthorpe. You can use a games necklace to get to him. There's no combat requirements for him, and he gives super quick and easy tasks, so many people like to point boost with him, which is commonly called Turiel skipping. You get more points for every 10th task, as well as other markers we'll go over later on. So people will do Turiel's tasks, which are very easy and quick, for 0 points, until they get to their 10th one, and then they'll do a level appropriate Slayer Master task for a large chunk of points in way less time than if you were doing level appropriate Slayer the entire time. He can also replace current tasks if it's a task he would have given with an easier task, and he can reset your task count. Bria. She's located in Draenor Village. You can use an Amulet of Glory to get here, and you must complete a Poor Sign of Interest to use her. She shares the same list of tasks with Turiel, but she cannot reset your task count. Cristelia. You can locate her in Edgeville using an Amulet of Glory. Only monsters slain in the wilderness count towards her tasks, and she will assign you a monster from her list regardless what your combat level is at. In return, there is a chance of Slayer enhancements and Laren's keys to drop. She has her own separate task counter, so you must complete 5 tasks before earning points from her. Masna, I think. He's located in Canifis. You can use the Fairy Ring CKS to get to him. You must be combat level 20 and have completed Priest in Peril to access him though. He also gives fairly easy tasks that tend to be close to him, generally making it easier to get new tasks. Vanica. He's located in the Edgeville dungeon. You can use an Amulet of Glory to get here. You must be combat level 40 to use him. He gives medium to high combat related tasks. Sheldar. She's located in Zenaris. You can use any Fairy Ring to get here. You need to be level 70 combat and have completed the quest Lost City. She can sometimes give dangerous tasks. Konar Quo Matin. She is located on Mount Carolum, and you can use the Fairy Ring code CIR to get to her. You must have level 75 combat to use her, and she differs from the other masters mostly the fact that she also gives you the location the monsters must be slain with, though she will never assign anything in the wilderness, as that's Cristelia's job. Her tasks also allow Brimstone keys to drop, which open the chest next to her, which can also hold some useful items, but mostly for Ironman. Neve. She is located in the Tree Gnome stronghold near the southern bank. You can use the Grand Tree to get here. You must have 85 combat to use her. She gives the same tasks as Duradel, except she won't assign Water Fiends, instead she'll assign Turos. If you've completed Monkey Madness 2, she will be replaced by her cousin Steve. Duradel. You can find him in Shiloh Village and can get to him easily by using the cart system in Brimhaven or by using the Fairy Ring code CKR. You must be level 100 combat and have level 50 Slayer. You also must have completed the quest Shiloh Village. He is the most difficult Slayer Master, giving you high level monsters as well as Water Fiends. Slayer Equipment. Okay, so as you do various tasks, you will need to protect yourself or use some certain items to help you get kills. Some of these items combine together to create your Slayer Helm, which reduces the need to switch between certain equipment. I would recommend familiarizing yourself with the Slayer equipment, but it's not too big of a deal in my opinion, because after you're given a task, there's an option to get advice from your Slayer Master, and they'll tell you if there's any special equipment that you'll need to bring for that task. So make sure to check before heading out on your task. Slayer Monsters. Okay, there are a ton of monsters. I'm not going to go over them all, but this chart shows them all, and if they require equipment and which Slayer Master can assign them. I recommend going to the current catacombs as much as possible if you're assigned monsters that are available there. You can't use a dwarf multi-cannon, but it is multi-combat and they have a chance to not only drop ancient shards, but can also drop dark totem pieces, which if you collect all 3, allows you a chance at the boss Scotizo. There's also a Slayer perk called Bigger and Badder you can unlock that allows a chance for a superior variant to spawn. Slayer bosses. If you choose the Like a Boss perk, Neve, Steve, Duradel, Konar, and Crystalia can assign bosses as your task according to your combat level. You get to decide how many you'd like to kill, ranging from 3 to 35 or 36 for Barrows. If you complete the task, it's 5k Slayer XP. Slayer points and rewards. Slayer Masters won't hand out points until your 5th task, so it's recommended to do Turiel for the first 4, then go to a level appropriate one for your 5th. You receive more points than normal every 10th, 50th, 100th, 250th, and 1000th task you take, each ranging from whichever Slayer Master you're currently at. I recommend going through your unlockable perks to see which ones you'll want to unlock sooner rather than later. I personally recommend Malevolent Masquerade so you can make your Slayer helmet, and then Bigger and Badder. As your Slayer and combat levels get higher, I'd suggest Gargoyle Smasher, Hot Stuff, Like a Boss, and of course any variation of the Slayer helm that you desire and are able to make, just to name a couple, but you may want to start out with some different ones, it all depends. For extending a task, make sure that you really like it before doing this as it will increase your kill count drastically. There's only a couple things you can buy with points, but it can be useful, like getting the Slayer ring before you're able to craft them, or the rune pouch. But mostly, aside from unlocking perks or extending a task, you'll be using your points to cancel, block, or store tasks. Most of the time, canceling is much cheaper, but every task has a weight that determines how often it's likely to be assigned, so it may be worth it in the long run to block the task entirely. You only have so many slots for blocking, so make sure to pick and choose carefully. To store a task, you'll need to first unlock the perk, which is 1,000 points, but once unlocked, it allows you to store your current task to take a different task and come back to this one later, which is useful for extended tasks or wanting to Turiel skip for a while. I tried to do a brief overview, and this is still a long video, but I hope you guys liked it. Thanks for watching.